Day 15, we're roughly halfway through the tournament with a record number of goals and red cards when we return.
Let's face it, this is not the worst thing you've caught me doing.
So far,
Is there a record number of goals?
Hmm?
Is there a record number of goals?
Yeah.
Is there? Okay. For
Okay.
this stage or just in general?
Yeah, just for the stage. Well, we'll get into that. Let's go around and introduce everybody because that's something that I've been lacking the last couple of times we've been on. So, Martin Butler up in the, I'd say top
Household
left.
name.
Yeah. JC again as usual, and we've got Martin Bradley, who's first time on the show. Thank you very much for coming on. Bradley, I'm going to start with you. What are your thoughts of the tournament so far?
It's been pretty good. I'm enjoying it. The fact that it's, I like the way the referees are handling games at the moment. You know, letting tackles go, letting it be a little bit physical. Maybe that's just, I don't know. Maybe we used to having all the petty fouls and you can't touch anybody in the Premier League. So I don't know, but I'm enjoying that. There's some tackles going in. It's good.
You've always enjoyed fouling, though, haven't you?
Yeah, and tackles.
He was known for the odd tackle in his day, in his prime.
Well, so far we've had 7 teams eliminated from the tournament. Let's get right into the goals. So far there's been 166 goals. There was 172 total for the 2022 and 169 for 2018. So this 48 team tournament is obviously going to throw, a wrench into all those previous records. So that being said, what's your guys' opinion on, the whole golden boot thing?
I think it's become almost a bigger thing than the trophy. It's whether Messi will beat Ronaldo, will beat Mbappe. It's like, let's focus a little less on that and more about the team aspects of it. I don't know. It just seems to be taking on a new life, life of its own.
Whoever's going to win it this time,
it's
it's going to be
aspect.
double digits, though, right? Like we're going to see double digit goals. I think.
Yeah,
that's what I mean, though. Like, so everyone's chasing how many, like the total for the World Cup goals, but when you're given an extra, let's see, there were 64 matches throughout the entire tournament. Now there's 104. You know what I mean? So there's got to be like an asterisk or something just showing, okay, this is where the tournament goes way up in the. Well, it's like we talked in like the previous episode. Messi could have gone against Curacao and lit them up with 18 goals, right?
That hasn't happened, has it? I'm surprised. I'm surprised that the Minnows have done so well. And like nobody's been lit up other than Curacao.
Yeah.
Well, Qatar were as well. But to be expected somewhat. But I mean, with all these extra teams that are in it, it'd be kind of disappointing if we didn't have a lot of goals by now. I mean, it'd be a pretty crappy World Cup if we weren't on par for the record amount of goals, I think.
Oh, for sure. I was just kind of getting on the train where does that skew everybody else's records in the past then? Like total number of World Cup goals all of a sudden, say for like the youngsters that are coming up versus the guys back in the 80s and 90s when the tournament was always the same number, right? Whereas now all of a sudden you're going to have all these extra games in there. So your ability to get those extra high, like you said, double-digit numbers in a tournament is now possible, right?
Well, if Harry Kane wins it, I won't be complaining.
Use Fontaine.
What's that? Go ahead, Martin Bradley.
Yeah, and also I think it's watered down a little bit with the caliber of teams you've got in there to a certain extent as well, right? It was always the 48 best, right? The best of the best. But now it's not fed to anybody. But there's some of these teams are not, in the same league, literally, right? So,
yeah.
Well, I feel like almost half of the matches that we've watched so far, they keep saying X team has never been up against this team before
Yeah.
at a World Cup. I'm like, well, yeah, never been to a World Cup before.
Yeah.
Um, so from what you've seen so far, what would you say? Would you say your opinions have changed on what's your favorite, like what your choice would be for the team to win the whole thing, or is everybody still consistent with what they said in the beginning?
Mine hasn't changed. I still think Argentina are going to walk it.
Yeah, I'm there. Argentina, France, Spain. They're all going to be thereabouts.
No,
Yeah, I'm
England's
sticking
in
with
there.
France.
Come on. Yeah, that's who I had too actually. But
England after Tuesday. I don't
Mm.
know. Maybe that was just a don't lose kind of group game. It certainly wasn't a go out there and get as many goals as you can kind of game.
well, but that was the same thing as what we've said before. Like Argentina lost in the very beginning of the last World Cup.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? So I mean,
they're not making the
this
same
doesn't
mistake
really
this
mean
year.
much.
They're not making the same mistake.
And you look at like Spain first result, Portugal's first result. You know, they played the minnows and come away with a point and everything. England went and say lick Croatia up, but they put in a good performance against Croatia. So maybe this was their one performance, like Spain and Portugal had.
I still think they're trying to avoid going to the Azteca and playing Mexico. I think they're trying to stay out of that bracket.
Maybe.
We'll play anybody except Mexico at the Azteca because that's like having 12, 13 men when you play there.
Yeah.
So, do you think there'll be any changes for England on Saturday? Or are they going to just stick with the same starting 11?
I'd like to see somebody else other than Gordon have a go. I think Gordon's been anonymous completely.
I agree.
Yeah.
I think.
Saka and Rashford for those two, for him and Madueke.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I thought too. I'd like to see Rashford get a little bit more than just what he get 11 minutes. Can't really do a
Yeah, I
whole
don't know
lot.
if I don't know if it's a fitness thing. He wasn't playing much at the end of the season, but Saka was injured as well. He's coming off an injury, so I think he's preserving those two. But I mean, Anthony Gordon, he might as well leave. You know, I know he's done nothing for me. Madueke looks like he's going to do something, then doesn't.
Yeah.
But there's a guy called Watkins on the bench that I think he should be
Here
using
we
a shirt
go.
against
Oh,
Panama.
yeah.
Here we go.
I was just waiting for that.
Somebody's got to mention it. It's the elephant in the room. You know it, Martin.
Well, if we're going to talk about the elephant in the room, what about Konza?
That was a penalty.
He wasn't overly great.
I didn't see it.
No.
It was a Rolls Royce. I didn't see it. Well, if you talk about Konza, why wasn't Pickford sent off?
Yeah. I think that was just I watched it a couple of times on the replay, and it was just a class because neither of them got anywhere near the ball.
Yeah.
So
I'm still worried VAR might review it now, so I'm not saying anything, just in case. I thought it was a bit dodgy, but we got away with it. We deserve to get away with some dodgy decisions.
Yeah.
We never usually do, so I was quite happy to see it.
Yeah.
I thought we played all right, considering we were never going to... I could tell after 10 minutes we weren't going to break them down. They played for a point. They got a point. We're still going to probably top the group. We got to play Panama. We did the hard bit last week, really, and we looked good doing it. We're not going to play like that against Spain or Argentina or France, are we? So I think the hysterics of, back to the same old England it's the same old, really. We've heard it all before. We always pick it up when we play better teams. Look at the last Euro, we were crap against the crap teams and we ended up getting to the final. So it's been 2 games.
Yeah.
If we lose against Panama, I'll change my tune.
I think everybody will change the tune if they lose to Panama.
Yeah.
So do you think Panama will end up adopting Ghana's style as best they can, like just to try and get that point, just to take that away from England? Versus, I can't see them going for it. They've got no reason to it. All they can do now, just to, I don't want to say save face, but to save face and just try and get one single point.
Yeah, could be. I don't know what's in it for them. They could play I still think Haiti last night, the Haiti game against Morocco was fabulous because they got nothing to lose. They just went for it. Hell for leather. It was a great game. And probably the best goal of the tournament, I think, from Isidore.
Mine's still the one, and I've watched too many matches now. I'm just drawing a blank. It was that single goal from the one that went through like 6 defenders. It was like 5-1. I can't remember any of that. So I'm saying I've seen too many matches now. I've forgotten. I
Yeah.
just remember that there was like 5-0 and they got one at the very end, and it was a ball that kind of snuck between all the defenders were in the box, and because they were all in the box, the keeper couldn't see anything and the scored, and it was just so well timed because it was coming through the air, right? So
There's been some class goals.
Yeah,
Canadian
really
goal was good
goal.
yesterday.
Oh, that goal. But one of the best
Yeah,
goals
that was nice.
was actually disallowed. The Uzbekistan goal.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. Was it decent?
Oh yeah, it like just popped up and he just leathered it, and goalkeeper never even smelt it. But they disallowed it for the foul previous to that. So
Mhm.
sometimes you'll be watching say club level where the refs, because they have a bad call at one end, they'll go down to the other and give another bad call just to level it out. Have you seen that at all during this tournament?
The Germany game that just finished. The Germany goal should never have been given. Like his foot at the guy's head, and then Stevie. Oh, you don't get Stevie, do you, Martin? You're lucky. Our color commentator said that he was dipping his head down. He wasn't. That foot was head height. But then I guess second half Ecuador was really, really soft. The referee gave a penalty and then changed her mind. She actually did a good job. She rescinded her decision. She didn't take any risk. But I mean, back to this free flowing, allowing the game to happen. Like these refs are letting a lot go, and I like it.
yeah.
I like some of these tackles that they're letting the tackles go. They're not allowing players to slow the game down.
That much rolling around either. There's been a little bit of it, but the referees have got to get on with it, and they get up and get on with it then. So it's good. I'm liking that part of the tournament so far.
With the exception of, I guess, Caldwell, as Martin brought up, I feel like they need to have more English commentators and less American ones. It's just horrible. Like I actually wrote down a quote that actually one of our friends was over and he said it because it stuck in his head too, was raising up like a salmon at the back post. I was like, what? So I had to rewind that and is that what he actually just said?
That's a standard one.
That's a standard.
In rising like a salmon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we've been using that one for years.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It's a classic.
It's a classic, that one.
Like a salmon up the ladder.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a commentator that I've watched the American coverage as well, and apart from the use of the word end line, I'm okay with it all so far. But end line and end zone, no.
Yeah.
I think it's been good.
Yeah, what's the America game against the Socceroos the other day, and the commentator, I know it's the home team, and they're at home and they were winning and stuff, but it's so over the top with it though. You know, it's just like the defender shepherding a goal, the ball going out over the baseline, right, for the goal kick, and like you celebrating like he won the World Series, the Super Bowl, and the Stanley Cup all at once. It's like, really, it's a little bit too much over the top. It's a goal kick, dude. Relax.
We were watching one the other day, and they said the word yardage, and I made Ian put the BBC on immediately.
Yeah, stop. Yeah.
All right. Well, we should probably take a look at the Messi red card or lack of thereof, since Martin wasn't in on it last time we talked about it, and there's been a lot of people talking about it since. And there's been challenges that were less violent or less of an issue that have gotten yellows and reds. So, Martin Bradley, what was your opinion on that horrendous tackle?
I mean, if you look at it, and I think he gets away with it because of who he is.
Yeah.
I think if it's anybody else, if it's Declan Rice or whoever, then Cons out or whoever, right? Then they get the card. I really believe that. So
100%.
I don't know how VAR are doing those challenges and stuff and pulling the referee back for some stuff, but they should have certainly been looking at that and said, yeah, you got to come and look at this, in my opinion.
But it's like Justin and I were talking about it yesterday, is if that ref makes that call, is he getting out of that stadium? You know what I mean?
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh,
But you shouldn't have to think like that, though.
No.
You shouldn't, but unfortunately, this is how like a
It
lot of the
doesn't fit the
sports are like that.
narrative if Messi's suspended for 2 games.
Right, and all these people paid money to watch Messi play, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
you
Which is
look
not
at some of the tackles like Sitole, get the pronunciation right for South Africa. Like, that's a red card, but Messi's isn't. Like, there's the difference. I guess he was last man in that case. But yeah, I don't know how he got away with it. Although, to
well,
be honest, I didn't see it in the first place. I didn't see the game live to see that tackle.
Yeah.
for as much as everyone doesn't like Kevin Kilbane, he was one of the first people to say
Yeah.
when you're at that level, not to mention even being Messi, but you've got full control over your feet. So he said the fact that his foot went up for no reason and pressed on the back of his cab and slide it down. He said he 100% did that on purpose. It
Yeah.
wasn't an accident. It was completely intentional. So, but you got too many Messi fans that won't have it any other way. So
He puts bums on seats.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Stole shirts.
Yep.
So doesn't that kind of go against everything that a tournament's for, though? You're supposed to play the best people, make sure that that the rules are enforced as best they can. The ticket prices are the amount that they're making off that last game is probably more than they've made off any other tournament.
But you know
I've still
what,
got a
though?
conspiracy theory that. Sorry, Justin, go ahead.
No. Oh, I was just going to say, Michael Jordan got away with more stuff than he probably would have, and it's just the nature of being the superstar. He's the face of the entire, FIFA. They want him to just be. I think if they had sent him off, I think it was they'd still be talking about it now because it would have been the World Cup would have been ruined, and all these people would have been complaining about spending all this money to go and not see him. So I feel bad for the referees. I feel like they've got a bit of a tough job with those sorts of things, but you see it like it's gonna happen, unfortunately.
I got a conspiracy theory about these defensive calamities. Like watching Scotland again last night. I mean, it's just that you got Vinny Jr. running you down and you continue to play from the back. I think it was an Iraqi goalie that played a soft one for Mbappe to score. And Messi got a tap in as well. It's like, is this coincidence? Really? Is the press so high that these guys are it just happens to be Mbappe, Vinny, Messi getting these tap-ins? I don't know.
Are you saying FIFA might be corrupt?
Well, it's like that.
No.
What?
No.
No. Not at all.
It does actually remind me. Do you remember there was I think it was on Netflix or Prime or whatever. They had that they were talking about the reffing in the NBA, and they were coming down on this guy because he had done some stuff that he shouldn't have done. But regardless, before all that happened, he had like the highest percentage of correct calls. Sorry, second highest percentage of correct calls of all the refs in the NBA. But then he started calling stuff against Michael Jordan, and he got brought upstairs and told right from the top, yes, make those calls, but not against Jordan.
Yeah. I heard the same about LeBron. You don't make those calls against LeBron.
Yeah, if you watch LeBron, the amount of times he's driving to the back, it's 3-4 steps. Yeah, it's ridiculous, and he never gets called.
Just ridiculous.
I guess you got to live with it. Like Justin said, it's the money now. It's the money, it's the fame, the face of the game.
It's almost like it's become more entertainment than sport. Because they're, to a certain degree, they are controlling the narrative of how things roll, right? So, and everyone felt that the last World Cup when Argentina won, it definitely seemed like calls were going more their way, and I honestly believe that tournament was there for Argentina to win by FIFA. Don't get me wrong, like they all had good teams and they had a good tournament or whatever, but I think that was for FIFA to pass out to Messi.
I bet they're itching for a Messi versus Ronaldo. I think it was quarterfinal if there was a certain combo, or Messi versus Mbappe. As long as it's Messi versus somebody.
Yeah.
Messi is Kane.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
That'd be all right.
In 86.
Yeah. That's why I don't want to play at the Azteca again. Still got bad memories. It still hurts. It still hurts.
Yeah.
Well, before we go, I just saw on one of your posts, Martin, that you actually made it down to Boston Stadium for the England match. How was that?
Nowhere near Boston. It's 30 miles away from Boston. Yeah, it was. The game itself was an anticlimax. The event itself was great. Like the England fans were on form. The Ghanaian fans were on form. They were mixing. It was nice. Interesting, when the England fans start converging and somebody walks in with the Ghana shirt, and then they start picking on him, and it's all fun and frivolity until somebody throws a can at him, throws a can at his head, and it's like, oh. But there's some interesting chants. What was the one? England fans on a bender. Donald Trump's I'm not going to say that out loud. Donald Trump's the sex offender. Meanwhile, there's two armed police standing right there looking at them. So, I mean, they're letting it go. But I guess the Aussies have been throwing around abuse as well. Like, we get to go home, you get to stay, to the American supporters.
I know on TSN they were saying that ticket prices have started to drop out. So I wonder if that means that more people actually get to go to the games.
How do you, let's look at Ecuador now. How long have they got to sit around paying for hotels, the Ecuador fans, because they're in New Jersey today, got to sit around for another week, or do you go home, come back? Like, how do you finance that?
Yeah.
Do you sell do you sell everything to finance an adventure like that? Because, I see people in seats, like whole families, not just one, but, I don't know how they can afford to do it, but good for them.
Well, that's what Andy did. Andy sold his extra house and funded his way to the World Cup. So I've got a picture of Andy up on the wall.
House 10 short and a couple of bob, is he?
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's lots more football left to go, so I guess we'll probably cut it short here and pick this up again in another five days or so. So see what else has transpired since then or since now.
It'd be interesting. Just on one note, like Canada against South Africa, it's gonna be interesting. First time for both teams in the knockout stage. I think Canada can beat them.
I do too.
I think they could have beaten Korea as well. So it'd be interesting to see what happens if they advance past into the last 16. I mean, we're under no illusions, but it would be nice to see them beat South Africa and go into the last 16 and play a big team. I think it's Holland potentially we would play. Why not?
They look good against Sweden the other day.
Yeah.
So do you think they'll finally bring Fonzie on or what?
Well, they said that Fonzie was a decoy. It didn't really pay off against Switzerland, did it? But they said he was a decoy. So I don't know if Bayern Munich are just stopping him from playing, but we'll see.
I guess we'll find out on Sunday.
Yeah. Looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to Saturday. I just like watching England play, and drinking beer.
And both at the same time.
Nothing wrong with that, mate.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
That's unusual to see you with a pint, Marty.
I know, yeah.
It's funny. Right before we went on, he messaged me and goes, "Is it all right to have a pint on there?" Yeah, you can say whatever you want. There are no rules here.
I didn't want to violate any Canadian broadcasting restrictions. No, you guys are up there with alcohol.
Well, right now, Doug Ford's allowed us to walk around with beer, so everything seems to be a little bit better.
There you go.
Well,
as long as Canada stay in the tournament, that's allowed. And hopefully you guys obviously are hoping for a long way to go then.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? The day Canada's out, all of a sudden all the rules change right back.
Yeah. That's it. We're done. Back to normal. So.
All right. Well, thanks a lot, everybody, for coming back on. We'll have to do this again, like I said, in another couple of days. Martin, hopefully you'll be available. Bradley, not Butler.
Yeah, I should be.
All right. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. And
that's good.
Thanks, everybody. And we'll talk to everybody next time.